تفضل يا أستاذ.
بسم الله والحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. And today we are going to talk about participles. Look at that verb, which is to frighten. It's a verb. Like in chat, we can say that what frightens you? What frightens you? يبقى what is frightening me is a frightened. يعني يخوفني، يعني أخاف منه يبقى بيخوفني. Okay? A frightening experience. Okay? طيب a frightened passenger. هنا في فرق بين الاثنين، لكن ندخل بقى على البارتيسيبل عشان نشرح ونقول what is participle. A participle is a word formed from a verb. Formed from a verb. Used as an adjective. Either it is present participle or past participle. Present participle is the verb plus ing without auxiliary. Otherwise, with the auxiliary, it will be as a verb and in a particular time. It's time and what? Huh?
Action. Action.
I'm talking about time and something else. I talked about when I explained the verb. Time and
Tense.
no.
Duration.
Time and something gives us the tense.
Aspect.
Yes, time and aspect. Time and aspect. We have only 3 times in English. Past, present, future. But the aspect differs. The aspect is simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So when we just put the time plus the aspect, we will have 12 tenses. Present, sometimes it's simple, and then continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So here we have the present participle and past participle. Present participle is the verb with ending ing. We put an end in that one with the verb. If it is ended in e, just we omit or delete the e and then add ing. Otherwise, the e plus I, it gives another vowel. Then the pronunciation of the word differs. في الحالة دي يختلف نطق الكلمة لأن you put 2 vowels. Sometimes you can pronounce it as 2 vowels as a diphthong, and sometimes you pronounce like the word seize. Don't say size. S-I-Z-E-E, size. But Z-E-I-S-I-E-Z. Okay. And take just one rule here in the spelling. I before E except after C. I before E except after C. And in the spelling. And you pronounce it, they are spelled 2 letters, 2 vowels, but you pronounce it as 1 vowel. Okay? Seize, not size. Seize fire. How to seize the opportunity. Okay? Sometimes the E at the end of the word changes the pronunciation. Like when I say S-U-I-T, how can you pronounce it? Huh? Suit. And then when I add E after T, I'm sorry, yes, after T, how can you pronounce it?
After T.
Plan, please.
Like cute.
Plan, please. I remember.
Please, you pronounce the word I give to you.
Yeah.
Do not answer with another word.
Okay. So.
That's what we call
Yeah.
sneaking. Yes.
S-U-T-E.
S-U-I-T-E.
Like suitable.
ست السوق ست انتوا عمالين بقى طبعا تشكلوا. هي sweet.
Yes, but suitable. Yes.
Yes, but you didn't pronounce it. I, the one who pronounced it.
Okay. Yes. I said suitable.
You're right.
Sweet.
Sweet. اللي هو جناح في فندق. اوكي. ولما تروحي عايزه تحجزي الجناح في فندق تقولوا له I need wing يعني. ده جناح العصفورة ده. Okay. Now, as an example of adding ing to the verb to be a present participle, it's an amazing view. Okay? I'm describing the view. Okay. A burning house. I'm describing the house. An interesting book. I'm describing the book.
So, Doctor, this is participle, present participle, not here.
No.
When
We
can I
have
say-
different-
Yeah.
ing, we have different function, but this is in morphology. In morphology, I have ing for three functions. The first one, ing, when added to the verb with an auxiliary, it's what? It's a verb. Sometimes it's added, the ing is added to the verb. It gives me an adjective, like a charming woman, an interesting book. Okay? And the third one, when we add ing to the noun, to the verb, it gives us noun, like meeting. Which is which? How can I differentiate between the ing and the word meeting? In the word meeting, when I find an auxiliary, that means that this is a verb, meeting. They are meeting now in the room. But when I say I have a meeting with the manager, so we have some elements that show to you what is the function of the word in a context. هي وظيفة الكلمة داخل السياق. علامات معينة. If you find auxiliary, that means it's a verb. But when you find a, and then s, meetings. So this is the elements that clarify that I'm using a noun, the word as a noun. Okay? Then here an interesting book. Okay. Past participle is verb with the ending ed. Irregular verbs, which is and pp in the third form. Okay? Passive voice. Present tense. So, a past participle is used, which is when we add ed. That's in regular verbs. But in regular verbs, it will be the third one, the third form. Okay? But I'm using it in two things, which is passive. The lesson was written by Ali. This is passive. Perfect. He has participated in the party. That's passive. Perfect. So, a tired student. A tired. What does it mean in Arabic? ها؟
متعب أو منهك.
اسم مفعول كده خلاص. من تعب فهي ايه؟ متعب مش متعب. يبقى دي passive. استخدمه في الباسيف. But I'm using the ing in the active. That means, let us see here. An interesting book means the book who or which, huh? Which interests me. Then it's the subject. But here we have in this one a tired student. It's an adjective for the student, but in passive, then student is what we call اسم مفعول.
يعني هنا tired دي passive.
أيوة.
عشان مش هو اللي جه يعني.
لا مش هو اللي يتعب، هو متعب، حد أتعبه. A broken iPhone. مثلا نقول I broke my iPhone. So it's a broken iPhone. يعني هنا يعني ممكن ايه؟ ممكن تحمليها في الترجمة على حاجتين. يعني هنا أنا هستخدمها as an adjective ايفون مكسور أو تليفون مكسور، هاتف مكسور. لكن in sometimes when I use it in another context I can say يعني كسر الايه؟ كسر الهاتف. أقول the iPhone was broken. طيب. A complicated problem. A complicated. That means somebody or some people make it okay complicated. So it's a complicated. مش complicating. Okay. Here. What's the difference in meaning? خلينا نشوف بقى دلوقتي the difference in meaning. Present participle بيبقى active. Past participle بيبقى passive. This is the difference in meaning between, and I explained that a while ago. So, tennis excites me. Either you can make it past participle or present participle. So when we make it past participle,
Excited.
mean excited.
Present participle excited.
احنا دلوقتي خلينا نجاوب حالة واحدة. دلوقتي هي بتقول ايه؟ قلت excited ولا exciting؟
Excited مش past.
Excited. مين excited؟
Tennis excited.
Tennis excited.
Excited tennis. I'm excited by tennis.
ايه؟
I am excited by tennis.
لا انا عايز خلينا بس نعمل لك مثلا. انا اقول ايه؟ excited boy.
Yeah.
طيب لو تنس
Excited tennis.
يبقى tennis exciting me.
لا انا عايز اجيبها adjective دلوقتي احطها في الاول لان الصفه تسبق الموصوف.
An excited tennis.
يبقى هو excited by who؟
بس كده كده بحد. يعني لو قلناها exciting يبقى tennis هو exciting مش كده؟
طيب.
ينفع بقى نقولها excited بحد يعني.
ما هو tennis excited me, excites me, then I am excited. يعني an excited boy.
excited boy تمام. أقول
ماشي.
excited.
خلينا واحدة شان نبان شو دلوقتي. excites هنا في طرفين. واحد مؤثر والتاني متأثر. واحد مؤثر والتاني متأثر. طيب مين المتأثر؟ طيب مين المؤثر؟ يبقى المؤثر يبقى active. يبقى جيب له present participle. طيب دقيقة واحدة بس أكمل عشان أنا قاعد أحفظها طول الليل البتاعة دي وما عايز أسمع عشان أخلص. طول الليل عمال بحضر فدلوقتي بقول إيه؟ في طرفين. We have يعني two elements or two parts. One is affected and one is affecting. طيب مين المؤثر؟ التنس. يبقى هو في الايه present participle. يبقى ايه؟ exciting tennis. ماشي كده؟ طيب وفي واحد متأثر اللي هو affected مين؟ مين؟ وممكن يكون boy man. اوكي؟ طيب تعال نشوف بقى دلوقتي بيقول this tennis match is exciting. I'm excited to watch this tennis match. يبقى أنا اللي ببقى excited والتنس is exciting. ما نبصش بقى إن ده يعني إيه ده إنسان فهو دائما مؤثر لكن الجماد لا يؤثر. لا مين قال؟ ممكن صخرة تقع على دماغ واحد وتبقى مؤثرة وهي جماد مفيش مشكلة. طيب قال هنا excited. هنشوف بقى tennis bored me. يبقى هنا ايه؟
I'm bored by the tennis.
I'm bored by the tennis is boring. يبقى boring tennis. خلاص. This tennis match is boring. اوكي؟ طيب يبقى هنا بنركز على boring. I'm too bored to watch this tennis match. too bored. ونخلي بالنا بقى ايه انه في هذه الحالة كان the derived adjective اللي هي الصفة المشتقة. يعني I can raise the level of it yes by using the adverb. Too is an adverb. I am too bored. فهذه adjective مشتقة. طبعا later إن شاء الله we are going to study when I finish some lessons. I'm going to give you the adjectives order. Adjectives order. جات لك صفة من أكثر من نوع. عندي الصفة الحقيقية اللي هي الadjective اللي هي as a part of a speech it's an adjective. وفي كمان الadjective اللي هي مشتقة زي bored و boring كده. وفي صفة اللي هي noun qualifies an adjective. طب أنا لما أجي أرص الصفات مين قبل مين؟ طيب ولو عندي مثلا الشيب والسايز والمش عارف والهايت يعني مين قبل مين؟ وكل ده عملية كلها يعني to develop و change your way of writing in English. Because while writing English we are thinking Arabic. So just I'm changing your mind now to know the correct way of writing and correct use of the word in a context. So we have here bored. Give two example sentences for each word, one present and one past participle. نشوف كده نشوف الكلمات دي كده ممكن تبقى ازاي؟ confused. أنا بجاوب. I'm confused. Okay. This book is confusing. This book is confusing. يعني
مشوش.
يعني طبعا مش هندخل في الترجمة دلوقتي. لا هو مشوش يبقى confused. إنما confusing يعني إن الكتاب ده عمل لي لبس في دماغي.
When you read it, you have doubt.
When I read it, I'm confused.
I'm confused. I'm confused. I get confused. I get confused. واحد يقول لي get و confused أي مالكش دعوة ده verb و confused دي adjective. طيب fascinated يبقى إما fascinated و fascinating. Frustrate
Frustrated.
يبقى frustrated or frustrating. Okay, satisfied يبقى satisfied or satisfying. Okay, this exercise made me confused. You should know the collocation of the verb with the confused. Made me confused. Okay? My teacher handout is confusing. حاجة توزعها لأن مش عارف أفهم يعني ملخبطاني. Okay. I am frustrated by smart English. Fascinated by smart English. طيب. I'm fascinated by that girl. This class is fascinating. Okay? طيب. My brother faced a frustrating situation minutes later. يبقى faced a frustrating situation. أنا وصفت السيتويشن بأنه frustrating ما هوش frustrated. طيب. I feel frustrated about my job. أنا شاعر إن أنا محبط مش محبط. وبعدين بعض الناس بتيجي تكتب مثلا إيه لقد تم إحباطه بسبب. لما احنا عندنا ما ينفعش كده، يبقى ده قصور في التعبير في اللغة العربية. لكن لما اقول هنا محبط وانا شكلها مفيش. حتى في بعض شفت انا في جريدة اسمها السياسة الدولية، هي اصلا اللي بتصرف عليها السعودية لكن تطبع في لندن وموجودة على النت. بيبقوا كتب السياسة الدولية ايه اللي هو ايه؟ لا، جريدة الحياة. السياسة الدولية دي حاجة بتاعت الخارجية المصرية. جريدة الحياة.
الحياة اللبنانية.
الايه؟
الحياة اللبنانية.
لندنية ايوه. بشوف الاخبار فيها مشكلة، يعني بيحطوا تشكيل. يعني الكلمة اللي هي محتاجة ان هي يبقى فيها مثلا يقول مثلا وكان الرئيس محبطا من كذا كذا كذا، او كان الجنود محبطين ولا محبطون. بقى ايه اللي هتعمله؟ محبطين. مش كده خبر كان؟ طيب يلا كويس، اصحوا شويه. This music is very satisfying. طيب my teacher was not satisfied of my last essay. My essay was not satisfying. يبقى هو satisfied وهي satisfying. يعني is not طبعا أو إذا كان. أوكي. شوف بقى هنا نخلي بالنا من حاجة. خلي بالكم. يعني تعمدت إن أنا أسيبها، بس هنا قال لما تيجي بقى satisfied يبقى satisfied إيه؟ of. ما أقولش يا جماعة is not satisfied from. You are thinking Arabic. وتعرف الاستخدام الأكثر استخداما إيه؟ he is satisfied on. هو راضي عنه. يجيب عنه. ما ينفعش. You are thinking Arabic. لازم تشوف collocation dictionary. طبعا لو أن المعهد دخلنا النت هنا هندخل على حاجات في أنواع القواميس عشان نشرحها للناس، لكن بس التليفون اللي عامل لنا إعاقة. طيب يبقى satisfied of. طيب بص بقى خلي بالك. نعم. لا بعدين إن شاء الله، بس ما نيجي لمحاضرة القواميس نبقى نشوف. لأن my teacher was not satisfied of my last essay. طيب هنا بقى أقول my essay was not with satisfying. صح كده ولا دي غلط؟
ازاي not with
ها
my essay wasn't. Okay, we can put another noun before satisfying.
ازاي؟
يعني لو احنا هنجيب with يبقى with حاجة satisfying أو with satisfying حاجة يعني أساسا كده يبقى في فصل.
My essay was not with satisfying. هي was not satisfying.
لكن with هنا بقى
with ملهاش
ها؟
ايه with.
طيب خليها بس دلوقتي. هرجع لها جاي. أنا عايز بس
عايزين نحط
أفكر.
حاجات على جنب.